Hello again, Glitch Reaper here, or rather, Dire Glitch 20. Yeah, it happens decently frequently that I wind up with my internet not working at the right time, but at least now I have Technic able to let me play offline. Don't know why it didn't those few times. It may have been a fluke that it didn't, so I may have just thought for a while mistakenly that it didn't let you play offline, so if I was originally not considering Technic for any future mod packs, in terms of me making them and putting them on it, I am sorry. I'm still not sure if I'd actually use Technic or not, because right now I'm still kind of leaning ATL. And maybe Curse for, like, others. Anyhow, never mind that part of the news right now. I'm actually here for several reasons, and again, it's me with a clipboard, because this does seem to kinda help. A bit. I may need to do this on my own mod pack, but uh-oh. Just a moment. I think I got that to be fine now, but I'm not 100% sure, so there may be an unexpected narration again. At least I hope not. Anyhow, as I was going to say, there's been some things that happened in between. And by the way, whenever I play offline, I always wind up getting another one of these orbs. I'm getting kind of a collection if I... You know, I should make like a tool rack or something and just put them on it. just to show how many I'm getting from this. I mean, seriously, Technic, learn how to sync on and offline play. It would really help. Seriously. Anyhow, let me see here. Silver. Yeah, I need to mention that. There was a previous quest that required silver, and let me see here. Oh yeah, I'm more than halfway through with this. Anyhow, that was here with new materials, and it required some silver from Mine Fantasy 2. The thing is, for a while I wasn't finding it, so I wound up sending one from the other world. Although it hadn't exactly arrived yet, and I wound up finding some between that time anyhow. Apparently it's very, very, very deep. If you go mining for it, big advice, it's like diamond level in terms of how rare it is. And well, not how rare it is, but how deep it is. I found like a deposit of like 8, so I did in fact have enough silver to fill that one that way. And that turned out pretty well. But again, it's deep. I was actually looking for extra diamond at the time. So I'm like, yeah, I'll go look for some diamonds, my classic mining at bedrock way, and I wound up finding silver first. Oh, quick note about this one, I'd just like to say, the reason why they eventually changed it to be the 2 components of an obsidian pan rather than an actual obsidian pan is apparently they'd grabbed one from Creative because, well, let me show this on the NEI if I can, actually. Okay. Let me see. At Tinker's here. Okay. Well, anyhow, let me just go down here. Okay. These parts are would probably have counted a little better because the thing is, when you see these components, these full tools here, they're not tagged the same if they're taken from Creative as when you assemble them yourself and then maybe turn in the data, because the quest book can be a little, it can be a bit wonky on that one. And you know, I've been pondering for a while. Can you actually make this? No, you cannot. It really is just a test item. I totally will not be able to have that. Oh well. I was just pondering for a moment if the potion launcher was actually something. It always says test item. I was just wondering if it was ever completed. But yeah, as I was saying, they're tagged differently between like having it taken from Creative and assembling it yourself. So the best way to do creating quests for other players is probably to quickly give yourself the base materials and then do it like you would normally in terms of however you have to create an item. So it's just one little thing. So in the history of it, they kind of figured that part out and decided to do it by components instead. So that's why that showed up that way. That reminds me, I need to claim a reward. I need like some raw buffalo meat, please. Do I have enough space? I think I have enough space in my... Yeah, I cleared out a lot of space. I should be good. I'd like that buffalo, please. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate the buffalo meat. Definitely my bloodline is definitely calling me on that one. Okay, let me see here. I need to deposit my little quest item. This is very important. You may note that I've been collecting these over here. Well, these are very special custom NPC items. Whenever you fulfill quests with these, make sure to keep these things safe. You will only wind up getting a very limited number of them, and if you're doing the quests in this pack, then you will find out that they're very, very vital. Just a moment. Just had to do that. The thing is that later on, as I get closer to actually getting my class picked, I'll need all those items to fulfill it. Now here's another... Oops. Almost forgot. I was about to check that off. Let me see. That's kind of ongoing. Okay, yeah. Anyhow, as I was going to say, there's something that... this thing about forge bellows, well, that has to do with what I was about to show there, actually. The thing is that you might wind up not knowing how to pull this one off with the bellows. The others are actually just regular crafting materials. They're made mostly out of stone and stuff like that. So, as I was saying, mostly out of stone. So they're actually fairly easy to make. But this is a bit of a different story. You can tell I can't even actually hit the button here. Well, you may not be able to tell because I'm hitting the button, and that's obviously on my side. But anyhow. Now, the bellows themselves are special. To be able to make them, you have to use Mind Fantasy 2 stuff to do it. And the process is, I think it's... Do I have that book with me right now, or do I have it with my little library? I have it in my little library. That's okay. I need to have like a more extensive library eventually. Okay. Let me see here. I think I have to go under... Yeah, here. Bellows. The bellows, you need these for the quest, but also they help you like boost up forges and other things to heat them up really quickly. But to make them, you need nails and refined timber. Now, refined timber I can definitely go over soon a lot easier, but it's the nails it is kind of the hard part to figure out, because in the book itself, it doesn't actually... See, do I have my... wrong thing. I was going to check out the refined timber. Okay, yeah, I have two. I'll be able to make a few more later. But anyhow, the nails, and I already have some made, they are kind of specially configured. Okay, yeah, I'll need to sleep off, because I don't want things disturbing me while I'm forging. Because I will have to heat some stuff up. I don't know why it always teleports me to the other wall around here. It just does. It's harmless, but still. And I was gonna say, did a chicken die? Seeing more than one feather there. No, he's just stuck, and that's where he's putting his feathers. So, there you go. Okay, as I was gonna say, the thing is about those is it doesn't really show how to get one of the critical components of the nails, and that is the iron ingots. They just kind of assume that you assume that it's going to work off the like the copper does. And allow me to illustrate that. Let me see. I'll definitely need my hammer for this, because this is part of forging things. And this is part of how Mind Fantasy 2 works. It's kind of like a basic process, and I haven't gone through all the different ranks of stuff in Mind Fantasy 2 yet, but eventually I'll probably get to some pretty hefty stuff. And that means you have to go through the basics first. Okay, this one is out of fuel. That one is working. Do I have any fuel? Oh, yeah, I have plenty of fuel. Do I have my flint and steel with me? I think I'd probably have it in my backpack. Yeah. But yeah, this little stone forge here. First of all, it requires some fuel, so let me tap a little bit into here. There we go. And another thing is you have to place yourself an ingot in there. In this case, we're using iron because we need to make nails, and they're made out of iron. Now, I need to light it. Oh, and whenever you deal with anything hot in Mind Fantasy 2, please wear your Blacksmith Apron. Otherwise, you might catch on fire. I mean, I'm around water right now, so I should be fine. I know it's kind of a weird place to put this, but hey, I'm around water. I didn't want to make a new place quite yet. I'll stylize one later. But for now, I just wanted to be in a nice, safe location. So, yeah. There we go. It's lit. I'll hold on to these in a moment. Need to wait for this to heat up, which will happen pretty quickly, especially when I've got the fires pretty well done. It's almost... Okay, it says it's workable. So let's take that there. Okay, now it says iron nugget up there. That's very important because you'll need to have that ready. I need to smack this a few times with this hammer. Okay. Okay, I have myself some iron nuggets. Yay. Okay, now I think it goes like this for nails. Yeah, there we go. That's for nails. And it'll make these nails whenever I pound it a few times this way. So this is how this process works. Oh, I need to hit it directly on the top. I almost forgot about that part. It's got a bit of an angle to it. Forgot how tricky that was before. I think I'll stand right about here. Whoop, I stood too close to it. Darn it. And now you use one button to go one way and one the other way when it comes to this. And you gotta keep it kind of close to the middle. There we go. I should have my nails. Hot nails. Oh boy. And here comes the part of quenching. Yep, just click it in water. So I have more than enough nails now. Now the thing is, now I need to refine some timber to get those bellows, and then I'll have that quest complete. And then after that, I'll see if there's anything that requires, like, special process or special materials to get a hold of. Because that's part of the thing, is just getting past the major obstructions in the quest. The ones that you're not really able to, you know, like vanilla stuff to get through. Or at least vanilla process, you know, like mine stuff up, craft things. I mean, if it's a new material you just have to mine, that's one thing. But if it's a totally different process like this, it's something entirely different. Okay, let me see here. I do believe I need some seeds. Do I got that in the furnace? Where did I put that? I had some jugs. Oh, no. I have to punch it first, that's right. I have to get these raw clay jugs ready. Either click also works with these. There we go. These are very important because you need them to do this next process. This will be overkill. But I think things will be... When did I get this wooden sword? I don't think this will be quite enough. But it'll help. Thing is, I kind of been accumulating random stuff. That one mod, Levels, seems to give you, like, random equipment, like, often. Yeah, this gives me a slight efficiency boost, but it's not quite enough. So I got a spare plank that I just want to get rid of. Yeah, I'm not going for, like, absolute efficiency here right now. I'm just trying to cook these up and get rid of maybe a few little miscellaneous items. Now, these empty jugs are now going to help me out with getting all the special items I need for this to work out. Sorry, extra fire, you're not gonna be too terribly necessary. There we go. This is how you get plant oil. Is first you needed to use some clay and that little special carpentry bench over there. So remember looking out for one of those. And you'll get the empty jugs, and you use the seeds to get these plant oil. Now let me see here. Okay, that's been emptied out. Emptied out. Emptied out. I already had a couple of these, so I should have enough now. I still have one with plant oil. Do I have any more planks? Just cuz. Just cuz, because, you know, that way I can get these stacked up. Has to be directly over, apparently. That is shaped, but it is small enough to go in quick crafting. Okay. I've also gotten some of these refined planks from the loot bags, actually, so you can actually get these in an alternative fashion. You don't have to oil them down every time. But yeah, this carpenter bench has a lot of things to do with it. How did I craft this again? Because suddenly I'm curious in here. Nope. Aha, this is the one. Okay, so some of those planks in that. Okay. I was just trying to remind myself which way I made that in the first place, but I figured it was pretty easy. It's been a little while. Now, let me stay here. Getting my bellows. Yeah, this also has to be done in the carpenter. I have plenty of leather, at least. That's really good to know. That's really good to know that I have plenty of leather. Partially from fishing stuff. Partially from processing it from hides of things. A couple of minotaur encounters here and there, and that's always interesting. Oop, wrong one. Guess you gotta click it from the side for best results. Wait a minute, which way was that? I gotta look up that recipe again. By the way, that'll retain all items. It's not like a regular crafting bench where stuff just falls out. Okay, you sandwich that and then they're way up the top. Thing is, this is more than a regular 3x3. So it may throw you off just from that, actually. Because it's a bit more dynamic. Bellows, yeah. Bellows Lugosi. You probably don't know that reference. Oh, I have to hammer it. It's okay. Do I have to mallet it? It's a stone hammer. Okay, what instrument do I need for this? It's an outline of something. It says that's at level 1. Do I need a wooden version? Like a mallet? Because it looks a bit different here. Because I thought it was a hammer that it was outlining. Hammer. Training. Wooden mallet. Okay, because it may be where it absolutely has to have the exact right tier, so that's what I'm pondering, is I think I need to use this mallet. Okay, that's just a plank and a plank. Well, I know they have two different types of planks. It is always a bit weird whenever they have something named exactly, exactly the same as in vanilla, but their own different type. But that's the way it is here. Again, this is one thing that's shaped, but it's able to work in quick crafting, so I have myself a mallet. At least I think this is what I need. Okay. Well, let's do this. No. What are you, outline? Okay. I don't need a war axe. That would chop it apart. Huh. What do I need? These are discoveries and stuff. Because it says I need a particular tool, but I'm not sure what that outline is saying. Mine Fantasy is one of those mods I haven't worked with very often. So I'm not entirely sure what this tool is. There's only so many outlines you can put there. And it says it's like level 1, so it should be able to work. Do I need to hit it with a different kind of hammer? That says it's tier 2. I mean, this says it's, oh, it says it's tier 0. So what kind of hammer do I need that's tier 1? Because it said specifically tier 1 on there, actually. I think you can go, like, farther. It's just, you have to at least meet that criteria. Okay, let me just search hammer and see if I can find the right one. It might be able to match it. Hammer, nope. That's custom in pieces. Hammer of notch, that's from the ether. Wrong thing. Wooden hammer. That's from Ancient Warfare. Okay. Hammer from Clothing Craft. There's a lot of hammers in this mod pack. If you can't find a hammer, you're not looking hard enough. It's like too many hammers. Seriously. Just lots and lots of hammers. Okay, at least we're in the Mind Fantasy section of hammers now. Mostly. Heavy iron hammer. Steel hammer. Yeah, I definitely don't need those hammers. Wow, these are some serious hammers. Okay, I just need, like, the tier 1 hammer. Thank you very much. Can you let me have the right hammer? Bronze hammer. Now, those are war hammers. Huh. Where's the tier 1 hammer? Because that's Lord of the Rings, it goes right to there. It's stone. Copper. It says tier 0, bronze. I need a bronze hammer. I think so. Or better. If I can get better, it would be nice. Zombies are again in the general area. Okay, okay. You got me interested in whacking you again, zombies. Whoops. Scarecrow, please. Please, Scarecrow. I'm just trying to... keep the zombies from screaming while I'm, doing things. Okay, I got a head from that. That's really nice. Because I am going to need those later. Considerably later, yes, but later, definitely. I mean, whenever you got a mod pack with Thaumcraft, it kind of... And a dragon, seriously. I'm just trying to complete some Forge Bellows in, like, everything's happening. Now I have a dragon I need to take care of. Okay. See me, and then I'll pound you. Ouch. It hurt for a while, but I got him. And I saw another zombie. I don't want to just lock on because there's a kid over there. That would be very bad. Thank you. Okay. Okay, now, with no dragon around here, I can at least sleep this night off and get back to things. That would be nice. I have an interesting plan for these extras mod had. It's gonna be pretty sweet. Okay. This should help.